In the quaint town of Oakridge, there lived an elderly postman named Harold. Known for his punctuality and warm demeanor, Harold spent decades delivering letters to every corner of the community. People would often say, if words had legs, they'd walk with Harold. But Harold had a secret, a large wooden chest in his attic filled with letters he never delivered, either forgotten or intentionally withheld, fearing the recipient was not ready for the truth or would be hurt by it. One brisk autumn morning, Harold felt a sudden sense of urgency. He couldn't shake the feeling that time was slipping through his fingers. He recalled the advice his late father had given him. Do not hide words. No one will inherit them to say, and do not postpone messages, as the addresses may change. Compelled by his father's words, Harold decided it was time to deliver the undelivered. He spent the day rummaging through the dusty chest, recalling the lives these letters touched. Among the forgotten messages, he found a letter dated decades earlier, addressed to a woman named Clara Simmons, a resident of Oakridge long ago. Intrigued, Harold decided to locate Clara and finally deliver her letter. The town had changed with the passing years, and finding Clara proved more difficult than Harold anticipated. It led him on an unexpected journey, meeting old friends and learning stories about people who had moved on. Eventually, Harold found Clara's niece, who informed him that Clara had moved to the city. The guilt of postponing the message began to weigh heavily on Harold as he realized the gravity of the situations he had affected through inaction. Yet he was determined to fulfill his neglected duties. Traveling to the city was not easy for an aging postman, but Harold's resolve was stronger than any physical ailment. Upon arriving, he located Clara's new address. His heart pounded as he knocked on her door. To his surprise, Clara opened it. Age had not robbed her of her radiance, and her eyes twinkled with curiosity. "Harold from Oakridge?" she exclaimed, recognizing him instantly. "Clara," Harold said, gently holding out the yellowed letter. "Many years ago, I should have handed you this. It was misplaced in my care. Forgive me for the delay." Clara took the letter, her eyes widening with surprise. She opened it carefully, and as she read, her expression softened. It was a love letter penned by her long-lost partner who had left for war and presumably never returned. "I've wondered all these years," Clara said, her voice trembling. "Now I understand. Thank you, Harold." Deeply moved, Harold witnessed the power of words and the weight of his responsibility. Clara's gratitude transformed into motivation that propelled him back to Oakridge, a renewed sense of purpose burning within him. Harold spent the next weeks delivering every forgotten letter, ensuring that the rightful owners received their messages. Some letters brought closure, others rekindled relationships, and a few revealed truths that changed lives. Through this journey, Harold realized how time changes us and our surroundings. He learned the profound lesson of his father's words and the wisdom they imparted. Words, like seeds, have the power to grow ideas, heal wounds, and connect souls.